Today's going to be all about grilled cheese. It's going to be a pretty cheesy show if you ask me. Can somebody cut the cheese for me, please? It's grilled cheese 30 somewhere, right? That's right. Anybody can make a grilled cheese sandwich, right? Even you. Even me. I'm going to present you my version, 3 different ways of making grilled cheese. You know as well as I do that you can go grab some bread, slap some margarine, yuck, or butter on there, yuck. Grab you some yellow cheese out of the plastic wrap, yuck. Or use some of that real American yellow cheese like that, yum. Slap it in a pan, crank the heat up, wait till the bread either burns or turns brown or dark or whatever, and then voila, you have a grilled cheese. Well, today I'm going to show you that a little patience is going to pay off. I make grilled cheese sandwiches 3 ways, and I use 3 different types of bread. Wonder white bread, sourdough bread, straight from San Francisco, or Stater bread. And then, got a surprise. So I got my bread machine out and made some homemade Rogers Cooking Show 101 homemade white bread. And I'll be mixing up the cheeses. I'll be using yellow American cheese in all of those 3. I'll be using pepper jack cheese, provolone cheese, yeah, Swiss cheese. I think my grilled cheese sandwiches are scrumptious, cheesy, gooey, yummy. Today I'm going to use butter. Why butter? Because butter is better. That's why I'm using olive oil. And you think, what, olive oil? I never thought of that. And I don't know, I just enjoy using olive oil sometimes because of the flavor. I will be using mayonnaise as one of the grilled cheese compounds. Mayonnaise with 2 N's, you guys know that deal. Patience is key in the kitchen, not just for grilled cheese, but for just about anything that you want to cook in the stove, in the oven, using heat, even on the barbecue. Outcome is going to provide a little love and comfort to the family and friends that are around you. I hope you take just a little bit of something away from this show today. If you have your own technique of making grilled cheese, please make a comment and show me a picture in the comments down below. And also, please, please, please give me a like and subscribe. Subscribe, just smack it down over there, because that will encourage me to keep doing this. So what else can you use for a grilling compound when you're making grilled cheese? Don't ask me why I have it. You can use Pam spray and spray it on the bread and toast the grilled cheese that way. Ooh. There's a new up-and-coming fad using avocado oil. I've never tried it, but if you guys might want to try that at home, let me know how it turned out. It's not just Roger's way or the highway. It's any way you want to make it. You make it your way and tell me all about it. You know what time it is. It's Roger's Joke Show 101. That's right. These jokes are pretty cheesy. How do you get a mouse to smile? Anybody? Say cheese! This one you guys will know, I'm sure. What do you get when you cross a Smurf and a cow? Remember, it's a cheese show. Blue cheese! Can you hear everybody in the background cracking up? I promise you, this is the last cheesy joke I'm going to tell for the day, I think. I hope. What's a basketball player's favorite cheese? Basketball player's favorite cheese is Swish! Swish cheese! All right, enough of that. I'm hungry. When you turn on the flame to cook, you want the flame usually about that high. Not that high. So, do you remember this pan from Roger's Cooking Show 101, Swedish Pancake 101? And you might remember it from Roger's Cooking Show In-N-Out Burger. You don't really even need to use oil to make a grilled cheese. You can use a non-stick pan like this one. Turn the flame onto medium, which is about that high, not that high. So what I was saying, you don't need oils to make the grilled cheese. You can just put dry bread on the pan. And if you did see the In-N-Out Burger hack show, you could tell that the buns browned perfectly. They didn't have any oil product on them whatsoever. So if you do that and put cheese on there, the cheese is gonna melt. When the cheese is melted, you just slap them. You'll have a grilled cheese without oil on the outside. The first grilled cheese sandwich I'm gonna put together is Roger's Cooking Show 101 homemade bread grilled cheese-alicious sandwich. If that makes sense. But so I'm going to be using butter on this grilled cheese using the homemade bread. And you want to make sure that you get the butter on all parts of the surface, just like that. You don't want to like pile the butter on, but you want enough that you know it's gonna crust the outside. Just like that. And then first off, I'm gonna throw one piece of bread into the pan. Now when I make grilled cheese, I like things cheesy. So I'm going to actually put cheese, and I'm going to rip the cheese like that and cover every square inch of that piece of bread. I'll be using American cheese and pepper jack cheese. And then I'm going to sandwich the pepper jack with some more American cheese and just go like that. So what I'm going to do now is make a grilled cheese using sourdough bread and olive oil. So I just take 2 pieces of sourdough bread. It smells good. And then I'll just brush on the olive oil like this. Just brush it on. I want to make sure that every inch of the bread has olive oil. And then I'll just slap that in this pan. And then I'll put some olive oil on the other side of this piece of bread. And so sourdough Swiss American using olive oil. Since the sourdough is a long piece of bread, I'm actually going to put 2 slices on like that. And then I'm going to check. Ooh, that sounds crusty. Let's look. Ooh, not yet. Swiss cheese placed on top of the American cheese. And I know to some of you, this might sound gross. To me, I love it. I love cheese. I'll sandwich more cheese on top of the Swiss cheese, like that. Ooh, that's looking good. I want that one. I should say, Alexa, set the timer for 2 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 2 minutes, please. Whatever.
2 minutes, starting now.
Well,
If you'd like, you can give multiple commands without saying Alexa every time. To enable this feature, just ask me to turn on follow-up mode.
Oh, okay. So, can you get a close-up of that, Chelsea? You guys see how low that flame is? This is key to having a success story with the food that you make in the kitchen. You can see it's a nice, luscious, toasty, brown, yummy looking grilled cheese sandwich right there. Last but not least, this one's for Sebastian. That's right. Sebastian requested provolone. Or is it provolone? So I'm going to use regular old Wonder sandwich bread, mayonnaise with 2 ends. You don't want to put a whole lot on there. You just want to be kind of sparingly careful to make sure you get every inch of the bread. The sourdough sandwich is looking good. So I'm going to slap this piece of bread into that 2 pieces of American cheese, like that. So this one here is just about done. Roger's Cooking Show 101, homemade bread, American yellow cheese using butter with pepper jack. I should have just did 1 grilled cheese, huh? I did 3. I'm trying to do 3. That's tougher than I thought. Usually the first side of a grilled cheese is going to take a little longer than the second side because when you put the ingredients in there, the pan cools down and it takes a while to get back up to heat. And so the first side takes a little bit longer than the second side. Watch this. Here's how I make a grilled cheese sandwich. I go like that. I don't know, is that a coincidence? And there you have it. Roger's Cooking Show 101, homemade bread, grilled cheese, pepper jack, American cheese with butter. You guys want to see something? Watch. Look at that. How is it? It's perfect. See that? A little patience. This one, on the other hand, I didn't get the crust I wanted along the edges here, but it's still nice and toasty. The cheese is melting fine. The flavor's going to be great. I don't want to cook it any further on this side because it might burn. You can see the cheese melting through and getting darker. I would say the grilled cheese with the mayo gave the best visual effect as far as the crust goes. Taste is everything. No, taste is only half of it. Visual is the other half. You want to make it look pretty. I don't know about you, but to me, that looks pretty. It looks like something that anyone might enjoy. It's gonna make them smile. It's gonna make them happy. They're gonna take a bite and go, this is good, Roger's Cooking Show 101. That's the crust I wanted for that one. So the crust on the second side of the olive oil grilled cheese looks way better than the crust on the first side. When you go to serve this grilled cheese, you wanna flip it over on the plate like that. And the way I would cut this one, I would go at an angle. It's a long piece of bread. I'd make it look fancy like that. I might even take it and go like that. I'll think, I wonder what kind of chips I should use for that one. Classic, original Lay's. And then voila. Roger's Cooking Show 101, sourdough grilled cheese with olive oil and Lay's potato chips and Swiss cheese. Ooh, it's melty, it's cheesy. I can't wait to bite into that. Let's wrap this up. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you picked up some tips and tricks along the way. Yeah. The mayonnaise grilled cheese sandwich is looking good. It's melting good. Yeah. So with that, we got that, and we got that. You can serve whatever side you want. And I'm thinking this grilled cheese is probably going to go well with nacho cheese Doritos. And then finally we have grilled cheese-alicious. It's grilled cheese 30 somewhere sandwich show. You got a stance like that, like Guy Fieri. This is Diners, Drive-Ins, and Roger's Cooking Show 101. All right, man. I could eat one grilled cheese every day, maybe two. All right, it's a wrap. Side of that grilled cheese from the plate. It's dripping with cheese. It's ooey gooey and oh so lovely. It smells like goodness. And I just want to take a That's got the Swiss cheese in it. I love this one better than that. You want to take a bite?
Wow, that's delicious.